including those with the Department of Health and Human Services. Those cuts come as the White House tries to turn the page from the chat scandal that's involving military operations. NBC's Alice Barr now with the very latest from Washington.
The Department of Health and Human Services, the new target of the Trump administration's government cuts, center stage again, with the announcement HHS is set to slash 10,000 workers, including a planned 3,500 at the FDA and 2,400 at the CDC.
We're keenly focused on paring away excess administrators while increasing the number of scientists and frontline health providers.
The new cuts on top of 10,000 jobs gone through the Department of Government Efficiency. In all, the agency appears set to lose a quarter of its staff. Democrats worry American healthcare and research will suffer.
How they're going to backfill, how they're going to make sure we're not losing critical muscle.
Elon Musk appearing on Fox News with several DOJ staffers pushing back on criticism his team has moved too fast, occasionally forced to rehire fired workers, including at the FDA.
We want to measure twice, if not thrice, and cut once. When we do make mistakes, we correct them quickly, and we move on.
As the White House acknowledged mistakes in that Signal group chat when a reporter was accidentally added alongside top Trump officials discussing sensitive plans for imminent U.S. airstrikes in Yemen.
A national security advisor took responsibility for that, and we have said we are making changes.
NBC News has learned President Trump is privately angry with National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, who started the chat. That's according to two Republican sources with inside knowledge. A federal judge now ordering the officials in the chat to preserve the messages amid an ongoing lawsuit. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
The president clarifying some comments that he made about a possible third term. So he told NBC Sunday, quote, "I'm not joking about trying to serve another term in office." He was then later asked about that and said, quote, "Oh, there's a long way to go before we even think about that." The Constitution, of course, does not allow a person to be elected to president more than twice in our country.
I'm not looking at that, but I'll tell you, I have had more people ask me to have a third term, which is in a way a fourth term because the other election, the 2020 election was totally rigged. So it's actually sort of a fourth term in a certain way.
Well, as you can imagine, some supporters would be in favor, his critics would not, but many constitutional law and election law professors say there's no way that he could serve in that role again.